Do you want
Okay.
to kick us off, like a song?
Well, actually, we start at the top of the list, I think,
Okay.
because Parasols,
Yeah.
that I really, really liked. It's like dance, but then chill. Like,
Yeah.
how do you, it's like got the drive, like the drums and stuff that should be in a club song, but then it's got the vibe of something a lot more chill, and it
That's the
works
thing.
very
I think
well.
it feels quite poppy almost. Like you get the
Yeah,
feeling it's like, oh, this is gonna be quite like poppy and things whatever, and then it's just quite like
it's just
yeah.
nice.
It like I think when you're listening to it, you're like, oh, this has got like a deeper thing going on here. Um, I really liked it. I looked up um, with
The
all of these, I
lyrics.
looked up lyrics, looked at everything else. There was one that was like you said goodnight. I wish there'd be more love. Do the years last? And I was like,
Oh god.
damn, you got deep there, son. And I don't think you would have got that just by listening. I think you can listen to it and, like you say, be like, oh, this is just cool. We're just vibing. You're just doing it, and then it's like, whoa. Yeah, apparently she said that it's just about like covering yourself and protecting yourself from like the scariness of like the world. Um, which I see, I get that. But it was yeah, I liked it. It was like I basically went through these Spotify like discover playlists, and I was like, huh. But she's like still quite small artist.
I think she had one hit that was like did I had like a million or something. Am I wrong? That
Possibly,
might
possibly. Um,
a 3 million. No, she's got one song called Folding, which has got 3 million.
yeah, I think that one was released before this one,
Yeah.
possibly. But anyway, it's really cool. Definitely go check it out. Really good shit. One, so your first one, Mommy Can't Sleep by
Yeah.
XVOTO, I want to say.
I
Um,
don't know. Yeah.
okay. I was not expecting
Letters.
it at all. Like, I came into this and I was expecting like indie something. I don't know why. I just jumped in. I didn't look up or anything. I was like, okay, this is this is not what I expected. First of all, um, but in a really good way. Like it got stuck in my head because it's just the
Yeah.
it's a very it's very rhythmic and like there's a lot going on there, and it got hooked in there straight away, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have
It's
this
got
around my head for
this.
weeks.
It's got the same energy as the Yonica song we mentioned last time, Seize the Power. It's got that same,
Yeah,
like, you can fucking do it.
yeah.
And then it's got, like, sort of the poppy voice of Ash Nico. But then I don't know, it's almost more rock. Oh, I don't know, it's got a bit of a rock vibe as well in
It
there. I don't.
reminded me a bit of I can't think who it is, so this is really annoying. My sister's quite into K-pop and stuff.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and so
Yeah, yeah.
I listened to a fair bit off the back of that and listened to some artists just from Korea and Japan.
Yeah,
And it definitely has that kind of vibe in there.
it does. And I think they go for that aesthetic as well.
I definitely get that
I
vibe.
might be
I
wrong.
definitely got it, but I just loved it. Like it
I
was
think
really,
that's what the name is from.
really
I think yeah, because when I
that
searched, I
checks
tried
out.
to see if they had a TikTok, and it kept coming up with like anime and like stuff like that. So I feel like it is
That checks out.
inspired by.
It's out there. It's a little bit out there. It's a little bit like, I guess you call it experimental, but it's a successful experiment. That's what I'm saying here.
There was
They
a
did good.
playlist on Spotify ages ago that was called like "Walking Like a Badass."
Hmm.
A badass, I don't know how it's why a badass. But
You know
it
what? I
it
don't have a bad ass.
a
I have a good
badass.
ass.
But it like belongs on that sort of playlist. If we go to one of yours, which is a bit of a different vibe, which is Celeste,
Hmm.
"Stop This Flame,"
Do you know
which was
who Celeste is, first of all?
yes. So I'm pretty sure, might be wrong. She played Reading or Leeds Festival, well both, I guess. But I think I walked past.
I will tell you that she is. So she was the BBC like Sound of 2020. Like she won that
Yeah,
one, and then so the John Lewis Christmas advert last year, or Christmas just gone. She sang the song for that. Like she basically this year has been a good year for her. Like, she's done quite well off the back of it, and is growing and growing. And I really like her voice. I think it's got a really nice, like, it's a very pure tone to it. Very, yeah, I don't even know. Like, can you have a pure voice? Like, it's that kind of feel. Yeah.
I really liked sort of like if Georgia Smith was more poppy, like that was sort of like the vibe, and like with her voice, just very, I don't know, like I really liked it, and the sample at the beginning.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I actually searched it this morning because, well, Pierce called his parents to ask because we were both singing it and we couldn't remember what it was called. Take 5. Yeah, Take 5. Is French? Is it French?
Possibly.
But it says Dave Brew.
Now, this is weird because it's not the sample I was thinking of. However, that was almost certainly in there. So, there is a sample from Nina Simone in there.
Oh.
From the song Cinnamon, which I was listening to it the whole way through and I was like, this feels very Nina Simone kind of vibes. And then I was like, oh,
yeah,
because she sampled it. I didn't know about the other sample, but you know what?
It's at the beginning.
I'll go check it out.
Okay.
I'm going to listen to it now and I'll be like, got it. But yeah, it's really good. And I like, so she said, Stop This Flame is a song about seeing it through to the end. Whether it's about not letting go of love, not letting go of a dream, or stridently coming through some kind of adversity. And I thought, that's actually quite nice, because she released this just after she won Sound of 2020. And then she's basically had an incredible year. Like, despite COVID and stuff, she's still come through, she's growing, people are listening. I think she's just dropped a new album. Like I said, she was on the John Lewis Christmas advert. Like, she's definitely growing quite quickly. Being Honest by Post Party. I won't lie to you, I had to stop it at first because I was like, what? I was really confused because I was still in the mindset from the previous song.
Yeah,
I was sorry and then it just like threw me. I was like, hello? It was like coming up from like underwater really quickly. You're like, whoa, okay. But no, it was good. It had like there's the band Circle Waves, I want to say.
Yeah.
It had their kind of vibes.
Yeah.
It had those kind of like, it was like summer vibes. It had that feel to it of me of like, it just had that feel to it. But like it was also like their own, like it wasn't wholly that.
It's just like a simple.
It was very different
song. And I did like the sort of hook, which was "There's nicer ways of being honest." And I kind of thought, oh yeah, and thought like there was a bit of self-reflection going on there. I was like, I am honest, but maybe I could be nicer about it.
I liked it because it made me think of this podcast. It made me think of us.
Okay.
In that there's nicer ways of being honest. I think we're both we can be quite blunt with things and could probably be more diplomatic, but sometimes it's more helpful to just be blunt and honest and be like, look,
do the explaining after.
Yeah, almost. No, I liked it. It was a good song. It's a good song.
So your next one was Sincerely Overwhelmed by Orchards.
Yeah, it was.
And I thought it was like very like cutesy. I don't know if that sounds like an insult, but it's not. Like, it was just cutesy.
No, it does have those vibes, yeah.
She's got like a very young, sort of innocent voice. Like, I don't know.
But that's really weird, because then when you look at lyrics, you've got some. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some of the lines. Okay.
Okay.
Because it's too hard to describe the mechanics of my mind, but believe me, it's true that I want to be honest with you. In so many ways, it's safe to say I'm fed up of feeling all these broken and toxic emotions. There's a chokehold around my positive thoughts. And in the chorus, you've got, it's clear you've been sincerely overwhelmed. You think you do, but you don't hide it well. And it's like, I don't think you get that feel from the song. Like you say, it's got that kind of cutesy vibe. And then you look into it and you're like, whoa. It's kind of like Parasols again. It like catches you a bit by surprise. But it was very... I
want to
vibed
hug
with
them.
Yeah, I vibed with it a lot because it kind of links to... It was kind of things that I could relate to quite a lot. Of like... Especially like, you know, it's too hard to describe the mechanics of my mind. but believe me, it's true. I want to be honest with you. That sums up a lot of how I feel about talking to certain people, and like it's really hard to explain what's going on without just going, I feel sad or something.
Yeah.
But also you really want to be honest and like explain it. So you're
It
like, you have those two things of, I want to tell you what's going on, but I almost don't have the words to explain to you what's going on in my head right now.
it's almost like a secret diary. Like you've put it out there with exactly like what you feel and what you say, but unless somebody sits down and looks at the lyrics, they're gonna have no idea what you actually mean by it. Yeah.
And apparently the line is clear you've been sincerely overwhelmed came
Yeah.
from a conversation with the vocalist's therapist. Of like, in the thing, I was like, yeah, that is a very like therapist kind of line. It's that kind of feel to, I don't know, it's a really,
Yeah.
I like it. It's a song that I could definitely relate to, kind of clearly on the basis of like last episode. It's a nice one. It's a good song.
I just wanted to clarify for any of the
Oh,
YouTube watchers, right? That when Chris was saying about relating to the being overwhelmed, I had very aggressive hiccups, and I wasn't laughing.
yeah, and then your last one, Still
Yeah.
Not Dead by. So it's by
Dreamers.
Dreamers. So I, again, you know, I'm a nerd. I'm basic. I looked it up and like looked into a bit of the backstory of it. And so it was talking about. Apparently, the song was written the same day that Kobe Bryant died in the helicopter crash, and like the day after he'd been to a funeral for one of his best friends. I think he'd committed suicide.
Yeah, it's a bit like uncomfortable to listen to, but then
It
like
is, it
catchy. It's weird because it's catchy, and then you're like, oh, should he be saying that? But yeah,
It's very personal, but also like it's very odd. I was in like several minds about it, but I do like it, and I like that it's because it could so easily just be a sad song about, you know, losing people that you love and feeling horrible and feeling shit. But it's not. It's like kind of carpe diem and like, hey, look, I'm still alive. I'm still here. Let's just go. Let's just enjoy the time that we have here.
I put it in there like out of the others because I just thought actually that's the one that I'm gonna remember. You know, like I'm definitely gonna remember that because it's just a bit. It made me. I was listening to it when I was walking the dog, and I was like, ooh. That was sort of my emotions through it.
Yeah. I like how it kind of deals with grief, you know?
It's very honest.
It is very honest, and it's just,
and unapologetic.
see, I found it quite, actually weirdly quite nice. I realise that most people listen to it and be like, oh, that's quite a lot, isn't it? But
yeah,
I think I like the honesty in songs and the realness of lyrics. I think that's good.
Yeah, no, for sure.